When that person does something to me that hurts me, that person has already planted the seed. He will get the benefits of that, good or bad. But if I say, I forgive you, what it means that from my mind, my heart, I have dropped any negative feelings towards you. I have left it alone. I can't change your fate, you know. But I can become less of a beast of burden by carrying the negativities inside of me. This is why forgiveness is important. People tend to believe that if you say, I forgive you, you get away. No way are you going to get away. No way are you going to get away. Forgiveness is for the person who forgives. When I forgive, then I am no longer a beast of burden. These negativities don't affect me. I can go forward positively with my life. And I rise close to. And if we worship Suraj Devata, then genuinely this attitude comes, the understanding comes, and I don't carry this burden. This is why Suraj Devata is important to worship. Because in life, we all interact. And people tread upon others' toes, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally. And there is a strong tendency for us to always carry this burden inside of us, this hate, this animosity. And we cause problems to ourselves, anger, etc. Pent-up emotions. This doesn't help us. This is why Suraj Devata is important. You notice when I said the first year, again, grief, worry, different stresses, all this is fire. Again, these things affect the mind, affect our general well-being. This is why the worship of the sun, purify again tattva, we're able to understand and climb out of this hole that we might find ourselves in. Ariyama, chivalry. Is there anybody more chivalrous than Sri Ram? You analyze his life, how he conducted himself. He's called Arajputra. Now we must draw a difference here between Arya Samaj. You have the Arya Samaj in society, and sometimes when Sri Ram is Arajputra, those in whom the Son of Wisdom has not written, they say, you see, Sri Ram was an Arya. Sri Ram was an Aryan, Arajputra. Araj means noble, chivalrous. That is what Sri Ram is. And a person who worships the sun, they develop this wonderful servant principle, Ariyama, chivalry, nobility. You develop nobility in character and otherwise. Anybody who worships the sun becomes like that. At the same time, what you do? You show great respect and regard for sanctioned rituals. In life, we have different rituals given to us. These rituals are in the form of various practices that create certain anubhav, experience, sanskar, impressions upon the mind. And they are necessary to perform them as we go through the corridors of life. For they take consciousness from one point to another. Life is a sum total of experiences. That's what life is all about. I've always said, you put your hand in fire and get burned. You don't carry the fire with you. It may go for a while, but you carry the experience of pain. It's the pain you carry with you. The experience of pain. And therefore, as you go along, you never put your hand in fire again. Because that experience is already there. Life is a sum total of experiences. And these various sanskars that we have, the various sacrifices that we have, these rituals that we have, are there to help us create these impressions upon the mind, impact upon us, so that we are able to go forward. To do what? To find our true nature. Aham Brahmasmi. So rituals are important. Sanctioned rituals. And I won't want to go into discussion about whether the rituals need to be adjusted, adapted. That is a different topic. But that's a thought we have to give also to this whole thing about rituals that we practice in Trinidad. The fifth one is bhar, inherited share. And the devotees share, we interpret to mean that we getting. That's good. So my father worked hard and he leave the house for me. He gave me this. But then you have to also understand that if you receive, you must also give. And this is what our society is all about. Our people, our culture, that we prepare for the next generation. We prepare, we hand on. Long ago, in the Aryan society, so to speak, this was what they would do. They would give to try to make others comfortable, make them happy. And it's something in the human being, a true human being. If I get, the tendency in me is to give. The tendency should be to give, and most times is to give. What I get, I give. So giving, giving and taking, laying down as we say, giving and taking, this is hard. So I receive share, I must also prepare and give share. And I perpetuate this wonderful practice, because this dan itself is one of the four fundamental principles of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma, the eternal Dharma. Anybody practices Sanatana Dharma becomes Sanatana, becomes eternal. This attitude develops inside. So if you know this mitra, no selfishness, bhar, no selfishness, aryama, no selfishness, varun, no selfishness, I take it for myself. All the pain I take for myself, I blame nobody else. And when I do yajna, from the ants to the atmosphere benefit, it's not for myself. You know this, the whole idea? The sun shines, is it for itself? Or is it for mankind? Analyze it. And ants devotees, the share given to the devatas, spiritual, these practices we carry out. We're all part of that, but what is the greatest share of all? The ants we speak about. Is it much parasad we offer? Ishwar ans jiva vinashi. Ishwar ans jiva vinashi. The ants, early on upon the donation, all of you sang, Antara Jyoti Namo, Mama Jivan Jyoti Namo. That ants we speak about, in a spiritual sense, is this ants here, the empirical individual, Atman. That we have to give to the Paramatma. A life of sacrifice. A life of sacrifice. Again, no self-centeredness, no selfishness, paropakara. So the lesson devotees, there's these 6 sovereign principles related to every single one of us in a practical sense. To improve the quality of our lives, our attitudes towards our fellow men. It's not just worshipping the sun to remove trouble. The biggest trouble is self-centeredness, duality, I and them. If I can see myself as one with all, see what difference there is. The sun shines upon the sant as well as the dusht. The sun shines upon all. So goes we. When we develop to these sovereign principles, this is how we become. We live on principle, not emotions. We do what we're supposed to do. And these qualities have to be developed inside. Okay? And devotees, Sri Ram was going to fight Ravan. I told you this Aditya Stotam was given to him by Agastya Baba. He composed it, Agastya ji, and said, Sri Ram, you worship and go destroy Ravan. And then Sri Ram became Raja Ram. So this will bring us to the conclusion of what I want to put to you. That Ravan is a limited human personality, the ego. When I worship Surush Narayan Swami, a ritualistic way we do it, whether it is through the Surya Namaskar, through the mantra, through the ritual, however we do it, right, the ultimate objective is to overcome Ravan, the ego, the limited human personality, and to identify with pure spirituality. Sri Ram, conquer all. And he became Raja Ram, Atma. The sun began to shine in the physical body. There is perfection. Ram hai Atma, Atma hai Ram. And these are some of the reasons why we are told to worship the sun every day. Every day. It is not that the sun is thirsty or the sun is hungry. It is to draw energy into ourselves, and through various practices, the mantras and so on, to develop these wonderful qualities that will lead us to spiritual perfection. This is the application of what we are doing. It is not just some physical actions we are doing. If we do not, at the end of all this, tap into this spirituality inside of us, develop these wonderful sovereign principles inside of us, then we would have wasted time. We would have wasted time. And in the same context, I am saying too, that even if I start to develop these qualities, after 12 Sundays, no, I still have to go on. My life journey must be along this line, worshipping that sun. Develop these qualities. Let the sun of divine wisdom rise inside. So these sovereign principles will develop in me. The idea is to overcome Ravan, so that this will become Ayodhya, where Ram Raj exists. Ram Raj.